Look what we have here, with flagship looks without the flagship price tag, named Cubot Power. Outside the box we see some specs: 2.5 GHz octa-core, 6 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of ROM. The rear camera is 20 megapixel, a fingerprint sensor with a 6-inch 18:9 Full HD Plus at a 2160 by 1080 pixels. LTE bands for GSM, Type-C for data and charging connection, with a whopping 6,000 mAh battery, wow. And all this running on Android 8.1. Let's get this guy unboxed. Let's pull this guy out. Not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. The rest of this stuff. SIM ejector tool, some bookwork, clear rubbery case here. I like thin cases. Type-C to USB charging, and the charging brick that does not work in the States, because obviously this is a different country standard. Just in case you were too excited to read the back of the box, you get all the information on the top. And usually when you do get an overseas phone, they have protectors on it, like the case included. Now it's definitely a nice size. Here's another phone for comparison. A 5-inch screen versus a 6-inch. And another 6-inch screen versus a 6-inch. To quickly compare this to the Pixel, it is the same height. Cubot Power is actually a lot thinner in the width size. This does have dual SIM support. It is plastic. I think by now you guys should know that batteries in the back are not removable anymore. So the layout's in the middle with the camera and flash and the fingerprint. On the right side, we have the volume controls on the top portion, and then the power right by your middle finger instead of your pointer, your middle finger touching right there. Just a little bit of travel, but they do click. And on the left side, we have the SIM tray. Let's go ahead and remove that. Dual SIM and micro SD support. And the top, yay, we got a headphone jack. And on the bottom, we have the microphone, the USB-C charging port, and speakers. Let me do the teeth test. Yes, it is not metal. This shiny frame is actually plastic, but it does have a good weight regardless of how the size is. Okay, right before I turn it on, let's slap it into its case to see what it looks like there. Clear case, we can still see through it. It's protecting all corners, so it's not touching, but it is pretty close, although we do have a screen protector, so we don't have to worry too much about it if you put your phone face down. But all your ports are cut out, obviously made for this phone. Okay, I'm gonna power it on here. Cubot.net, powered by Android. That's a really bright screen. I don't know how my camera's gonna handle it. So we're welcomed here. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through it because you guys can. The thing I will do is go through the fingerprint, how many times it takes to register. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 to get it in there. And there we go. Okay, let's test out that speed. Touch and unlock. Lock, touch, unlock. So it's a little slow, but it does work every time. So if I touch, it unlocks. Moving a little movement here, letting you know that you bring it up like this to go through all your apps. How much bloatware do we have? Just a Cubot battery optimizer and FM radio and the wireless update. So that's really not any bloatware in here. You're getting a pure system. Let's go into the settings. Now let's see if this does have the Android 8.1. There's Oreo. We can tap and hold, and we should get the octopus here. And we can move him around. All nice and working. Nice to see these manufacturers are actually giving you the updated versions. The next step, I want to test out YouTube. And that's to test out the speaker. I'll go in volume. So the audio is going to come from the left side. So right away, I can already hear that the speaker is not great. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like the speaker on this. It is loud enough, but it doesn't sound enjoyable to listen to. And right before I go into the camera, let's go into the settings one more time and check out the storage. And we do have 128 gigabyte of storage with 10 gigabytes used for the operating system and whatever it needs to store on there. So we got a ton of memory. You really don't need an expandable memory card. Now the next thing is to test the camera. And the camera is supposed to be a 20 megapixel. Let me take a picture right here. So that's out of the box picture with HDR mode off. Let's turn that on. Do not move device during capturing. So I just took 2 pictures. It looks like this. This is the quality for it. Wow, I'm actually zooming in there pretty deep. There's an arrow, some filters. And we can see the bottom here. If we swipe over, we get to the video, panorama, night vision mode, and mono, and then there's pro, picture taken And I will say that the picture quality does look pretty good, just judging by the screen here. I'm going to take a picture over here by my TV. There we go. All black and white. And I'm guessing the night mode just balances up the brightness. Okay, let's just go into the settings. Lots of information in there. You don't hear the picture getting taken because of that reason. But you can turn that on if you want to hear the actual sound. Storage on the phone, noise reduction, electrical image stabilization. Turn that on. Microphone, audio mode. You want to do it on normal. And video quality goes to 1080p. On to the video. So the video is recording right now. And I'm zooming in. And we're going to hear the audio by its own. And let's move over here. Let's go into my camera. We can see that I'm getting closer. Lumix G7. If you like the quality, in the description you can check it out. And go over. As you can see, the flickering is not obvious in this position. And let's move over and we see more lighting. Go up here. So that's the indoor video shot. This is outside. And here we're going to be testing out the front-facing camera. My poop face. Did one of those. There is also a mono. Now these are outdoor portrait photos. And there's video, so swipe across. So I'm outside. This is what it sounds like. I don't know why I itched my head. But to me, in my eyes, the camera doesn't look bad for the front-facing. It actually looks pretty nice. Press record. I'm now recording this front-facing camera. Moving over, as you can see, the background, the lighting in my face, all depends. Now this is landscaped. Same quality, everything. Just going through the front-facing camera. And it looks to be pretty good. The lighting seems to be pretty good for the front-facing camera. Can you use this to do your own videos? It looks like it to me. So that's nice to tell. But I don't know about the audio quality. So we're going to have to find out there. And yeah, that completes the process how I always try to showcase these phones. I will do a dedicated game video to test out the processor. I always follow up with a game roundup after I review the phone, so be looking out for that. All that kind of stuff. Now, does this have double tap the power button to launch the camera? Yes, it does. I like that on the Pixel. That's something that I absolutely love and need. And that launches the camera really fast. So double tap and the camera launches. This does not look to be like a waterproofing device, so don't expect to dunk it underwater or be in water. But this concludes my unboxing and first impressions. Quick little showcase. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.